In this video, I'm going to show you how to put multiple images in one canvas if you want to work on creating a series, or especially for your abstract projects, show something with more repetition. I have my two images right here that have some repeating circles, and I'd like to include that as a series. So I have these two images open. I'm going to go up to the top of my screen and choose File, New. In a minute, a little box will come up here. It's going to create a new canvas. Here I can pick the size of that canvas. The resolution's about 300, so I'm going to keep it that way. It's about 18 inches, about 9 inches in height. And I can also choose the color if I'd like. So the background gives you some options of white, black. I can double click on that square there to pick a different color. I'm just going to go with white right now so that I can show you how to change that later. I'm going to hit Create. Now I have my blank canvas. So I'm going to go over to my images. I'm going to make sure, of course, that they are flattened or they are JPEGs, because that makes it easier to move it over. With my Move tool, I'm going to click on that image, and I'm going to drag it and hover it. I'm not letting go yet. And then drag it and drop it right onto that blank canvas. Okay. So now I'm going to go to the other image with my Move tool. I'm going to click on it, drag it, hover it over that tab, drop it over here. Okay. Now obviously it looks like these can't fit on here. I can resize these layers right in here. So I can do that by hitting Command T with one of them selected. Now I'm going to hold Shift and Alt at the same time, and I'm going to drag from the corner. This keeps the proportion the same so it does not distort it. I will double click on that to apply that transformation. I will click on this other layer and hit Command T. This will allow me to resize the image as well as rotate it. So see, when I drag my mouse over here, I get this curved arrow, and I can rotate it. So maybe I want to do something like that. I'm going to hit Shift and Alt, and I'm going to drag from. Now I have space here for another image. So maybe I just want to have this same image kind of create that series. So I'm going to click on that. I'm going to hit Command J. And that actually creates a copy of that layer, of that image selected. And as I click on these, I can move them around. So that is that. This looks, I'm going to flip this one. So I'm going to click up here to Edit, Transform, and I'm going to choose Flip Horizontal. And then that flips it so that it's kind of bookmarking these. So there's my series. I can keep the white background, but here's another way to change that. I can click on background. I can click on my paint bucket, and I can choose a different color, maybe like a light gray or something. Hit OK. Click once on that background. Ooh, that looks nicer. So then that way I can do this. Now I notice that there is a very small edge here, and there's a bigger edge here. So I could use my crop tool to kind of bring that down a little. And once I've completed that cropping, there we go. Now I'd save this as a JPEG, and I can submit this as my series.